Travel is about connection, stepping into someone else's world, sharing a meal, and discovering the stories that shape a place. It's about laughter echoing across tables, and the simple joy of being welcomed as a guest. It's seeing life through new eyes, finding wonder in the everyday, and building memories that last a lifetime. For decades, the United States was a crossroads for these journeys, welcoming millions from around the globe. Our cities pulsed with energy, fueled by the curiosity and excitement of visitors from every continent. But this October, our streets are quieter than anyone can remember. The hum of foreign languages has faded, replaced by an unfamiliar stillness. International visitors are choosing other destinations, Europe, the Caribbean, or simply staying home, leaving our airports and attractions emptier than before. This isn't a minor dip, it's a profound absence, felt from Florida's beaches to Seattle's shores, touching every corner of our nation. Empty hotel rooms and silent tour buses tell a story of missed connections and lost livelihoods, echoing the impact on families and communities. For small business owners, tourism is more than an industry. It's their life's work, their dreams, and their future. Now they wait for guests who aren't coming, facing uncertainty and loss, hoping for the day when doors will open and laughter will return. This moment isn't about blame, but understanding why our friends hesitate to visit, and what it means for our communities, our sense of welcome, and our shared future. Travel is a two-way street, built on trust, openness, and the spirit of welcome that defines us. It's time to reflect on how we can once again become the destination the world loves, and how we can open our doors and our hearts to the world once more. The decline in U.S. tourism is clear in the numbers, and the story they tell is more urgent than ever. While global travel rebounds and other countries welcome record numbers of visitors, the U.S. is the only major economy seeing a drop in international visitor spending this year. Instead of the expected 9% growth, we're facing an 8.2% decline, $12.5 billion lost in direct spending, a reversal that few saw coming. The sharpest drop comes from Canada, our largest source of visitors, where travel to the U.S. has plummeted. Canadian visits are down 25% this year, with even steeper declines by car and air, affecting border towns and major cities alike. Airlines have cut over 90,000 seats on U.S.-bound flights from Canada, signaling this isn't a temporary blip but a sustained downturn. Hopes for a full recovery have been pushed back to 2029, a sobering timeline for an industry that once thrived. The total economic shortfall, including lost growth, could reach 29,000 surety, bis til 2009, Brili licent barn, with dollars, impacting local economies and national prosperity. These aren't just numbers, they represent lost jobs, shuttered businesses, and missed opportunities for connection and cultural exchange. The data is a wake-up call. Our bridges to the world are in urgent need of repair, both literally and figuratively. The impact is real, and it's being felt in every corner of the country, from small towns to major metropolitan areas. We must listen to what these numbers are telling us, and act before the story gets even harder to change. What's driving this shift? It's more than economics, it's about how the U.S. is perceived. Political rhetoric, new tariffs, and strict immigration policies have made many feel unwelcome, especially Canadians. Stories of travelers detained at the border create anxiety and deter families from visiting. Images of unrest and deep divisions add to the sense that the U.S. is less safe and predictable. New financial barriers, like the $250 visa integrity fee, make trips even less appealing, especially for families. In a world where other countries are making travel easier, these hurdles push visitors away. To make matters worse, funding for Brand USA, our tourism marketing arm, was slashed from $100 million to $20 million. Without a strong voice to counter negative perceptions, we're losing the chance to remind the world of what makes America special. These choices have left us silent when we most need to be inviting. The result: fewer visitors, and a reputation in need of repair. Behind every lost visitor is a personal story, a narrative of plans disrupted and dreams deferred. Jorge Aranda, a Canadian, moved his family reunion from the U.S. to Quebec after hearing about border detentions and feeling unwelcome. The shift was not just geographical but emotional, altering the very essence of their gathering. His canceled work trip was a direct response to safety and political concerns, reflecting a growing unease among travelers. In Seattle, tour operators report their Canadian customer base has dropped by up to 50%, a staggering decline that has left many businesses struggling to stay afloat. Some are paying staff out of personal savings just to keep their businesses alive, a testament to their dedication and desperation. The emotional toll is real. Business owners feel helpless as their dreams falter, watching years of hard work unravel. Americans traveling abroad now worry about being viewed negatively, turning joyful trips into sources of stress and anxiety. In Los Angeles, a Hollywood tour company saw a 49% revenue drop. Spring break, once bustling, simply vanished, leaving the streets eerily quiet. These are not just numbers, they're livelihoods, families, and communities at risk, each one bearing the brunt of these changes. The loss is more than financial. It's a blow to the spirit of hospitality that defines us, a core part of our identity. The ripple effects are everywhere, from empty buses to quiet restaurants, painting a picture of an industry in distress. Each canceled trip is a missed chance for connection, a lost opportunity to create memories and strengthen bonds. The tourism downturn is felt everywhere, from the bright lights of Las Vegas to the quiet streets of small border towns, and even in the heart of America's most popular destinations. Las Vegas visitor numbers are down 8%, with Canadian flights dropping 18%. Hotels, casinos, and restaurants all feel the pinch as fewer travelers arrive. Orlando's theme parks and hotels see fewer Canadian families, who now choose other destinations or simply stay home, leaving once busy attractions noticeably quieter. Seattle's once busy markets and ferries are quieter, hurting local artisans and businesses that depend on steady streams of visitors to survive. In small towns along the border, Canadian visitors are more than tourists, they're neighbors and economic lifelines for local shops and services. 62% of Minnesota tourism businesses expect fewer Canadians this year, putting jobs and local economies at risk. Campaigns like Buffalo Loves Canada are desperate attempts to bring visitors back, hoping to revive cross-border connections and boost business. The economic cost is huge, but for many the loss of community spirit and shared traditions is even greater, leaving towns feeling emptier than ever. Not every city is struggling, some are finding ways to thrive. New York City remains a global magnet, seeing a slight increase in visitors despite national trends. Chicago and Denver are growing by targeting new markets and adding international flights, welcoming travelers from Colombia, Spain, and Japan. Diversification is key. Relying on more than just traditional markets brings resilience. Mexican tourism remains steady, providing a buffer for border states like Texas and California. These successes offer hope and a roadmap. Targeted marketing and new connections can bring visitors back. The world's curiosity about America isn't gone, it just needs a clear, welcoming invitation.
Proactive efforts, not passive hope, with some Bori industry.
The empty streets and lost revenue of 2025 are sobering, but they also offer a chance to reflect. Travel is more than an industry, it's a force for human connection and understanding. Every visitor builds a bridge, challenges stereotypes, and weaves a stronger global community. Welcoming travelers means acting as ambassadors, sharing our culture and values. The challenges, political, economic, and social, are real, but not insurmountable. Rebuilding trust will take effort. Respectful leadership, renewed investment in our story, and a return to true hospitality. Let this quiet season inspire us to reach out, listen, and reflect on the country we want to be. Think of the small business owner in Seattle, the family in Canada, and the universal desire to connect. Travel is a gift and a promise of shared discovery. Now is the time to renew that promise and rebuild our bridges, one journey at a time. The world is waiting. Let's welcome them back.